to Salt Lake City to Park City and back again. I'm Carrie Hawker Diaz. In the next half hour, my co-host Megan Burke and I will take you on an amazing adventure, visiting some of the noteworthy sites and activities that make Salt Lake City and Park City go-to destinations. Today, I'm at the Hogle Zoo, a Utah treasure. Located at the mouth of Immigration Canyon, the zoo is spread out over 42 acres. Let's go inside and check out what it's all about. Hey, Erica.
Hey, Carrie, welcome.
You're looking at something pretty cool.
Oh, this is our brand new exhibit. Actually, I should say our most recent. It opened in 2014, and it's African Savanna. I grew up in Salt Lake City, and the zoo has a long history and tradition here. Hi, guys.
And this is a train that's still running.
Express. Yeah, but the zoo's really come a long way, so it's fun to have been part of some of these exhibits as they've come on board. And
oh yeah, I remember
everything
coming
from baby
here.
giraffes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, when I was little too, and it's fun because you still have like all the history. Speaking of history, how long has the zoo been open?
The zoo has been in this location for about 86 years now. But it has a really fun history. The zoo opened in Liberty Park originally.
Oh, interesting.
And some neighborhood kids raised some money to buy a circus elephant who was in town named Princess Alice. So they raised $3,000, which I think $3,000 sounds like a lot of money about 100 years ago.
It totally does.
And Princess Alice would get out and she'd break free and she'd run through the neighborhoods in Sugar House and tear down people's clothing lines often.
Doing what elephants want to do, is just run and play.
So the city finally said, if you guys want a zoo, you're going to need a place to put these animals. And so that's when the Hogle family donated this spot of land here in the mouth of Immigration Canyon, and we've been here ever since.
And you guys have really fun events going, other than the animals you get to see all year, but like zoo lights and...
We do have a lot of year-round. I think that's really important to note. The zoo's open year-round. A lot of people don't know that, but we're coming up on our holiday season, so we started Boo Lights just last year, which is an evening light event during October. And then, of course, Feast with the Beast, our big Thanksgiving tradition where the animals get to play with pumpkins, all sorts of fun pumpkin-related things. And then, of course, Zoo Lights kicks off all through December, which has become a really fun family tradition.
And I was just here a couple weeks ago, and Erica, I am so impressed with how clean everything is. There's educational spots throughout the entire park that kids can learn about the animals. It's very impressive.
Zoos have changed a lot. Zoo philosophy used to be show as many animals as you could, and they didn't care the size of the home. And we've learned a lot over the years that zoos have been in existence, and now we know how important that is to the animals' well-being. And so we try to provide larger, more naturalistic homes. It does mean we can't show every animal. We don't have hippos and penguins, some of those that people love. But the homes that they're in are much better and better suited for the animals.
There's still a lot of animals to see. What's your favorite part about the zoo? What are your favorite animals to see?
I'm a sucker for the tigers.
Yep,
I've loved them ever since my first day here on the job. So
well, it's so neat, and I love being here, and I'm excited to see the rest of the park. Thanks so much for spending time with us.
Thanks for coming out.
When we come back, we'll show you all of the other amazing animals here at Hogle Zoo. Stay with us on Salt Lake City to Park City and back again. Welcome back. I'm your host, Carrie Hawker Diaz, and today we're at beautiful Hogle Zoo. Whether it's your first time or your 50th time, Utah's Hogle Zoo always has something new and fun to offer. We're here with Erica today. Erica, introduce us to this beauty behind us.
Well, thanks for coming up. You are here with one of our really big superstars. This is Christy. She's an African elephant.
Okay.
And she's been a crowd favorite for a long time. Of course, she's mom to not so baby Zuri anymore. Zuri's
8 years.
8.
Oh
I know,
my gosh.
A lot of us remember when she was born. So
and I would say she's little, but she's still
She's still pretty big. She's about half the size of Mama, so she's got some growing to do. Christy's about 8,000, close to 500 pounds, 8,500 pounds. Zuri's about half that.
Oh, just a little.
I wanted to show you what our amazing elephants can do, because every day our keepers come out and do some training sessions with the elephants.
Now, are they painting?
They're going to paint, yes. It's the most sought after masterpiece for sure. And we do sell these in the gift shop, and 100% of the money goes toward elephant conservation.
Oh, I love that.
So this does a couple of things for the elephant. And first of all, you heard her kind of making that gurgling, almost a purring sound.
Yeah, it was almost like a cooing.
There
did
it is right there.
So
She does.
cute.
Christy does that when she's really happy. So Christy loves painting. It's a great chance for the keepers to work one-on-one with the elephant, and it really helps them establish trust. Christy knows that she's getting lots of love and affection and treats, of course. You can see the basket of treats there on Deb's hip.
Sure.
And so this gives Christy a chance to not only just be stimulated both with her trunk, she's forced to use those muscles in certain ways. It helps challenge her brain. And that's what a lot of our training sessions are. Anytime you're at the zoo, we do these training sessions with all of our animals and for the public. So we do this twice a day for people, and they can come watch that.
So much fun, and I heard sometimes it's like bubble baths or...
Yeah, sometimes they might spray them down.
So
Sometimes it's
fun.
spa day and different things. So they have fun stuff planned all the time.
Does it change day to day and different
It does
times?
change daily. You will see them kind of go through some of these behaviors because this allows us to really give them really great health care.
Sure.
So if we can have the elephant show us the bottom of her foot, that's much easier way for us to check the bottom of their foot than if we tried to force that to happen. So they do it all for love and affection and treats.
I love it.
It lets us challenge them mentally and physically, and then you get to watch just a really great demonstration as well.
I wish I could give them the hug. Maybe not the safest because they're so cute. I
She
just want
did
to
spray
cuddle.
you with her trunk snot though, so you did get that.
She loves me. I love that.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
Erica, thank you so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. And there's so much more to come here at Hogle Zoo. We'll be right back. We're having so much fun here at Utah's Hogle Zoo. But now it's time to head up to Park City to see what my co-host Megan Burke has going on. Megan?
Thanks so much, Carrie. Now you're here in Park City where you and I are learning about everything mountain biking. We're gearing up with some of the top-of-the-line bikes, hitting these trails behind me, and even meeting with a pro biker. Let the adventures begin. No mountain biking adventure can start without paying a visit to Park City Bike Demos. We're gonna head inside, meet with bike expert Ron, who will get us geared up and rolling in no time.
Ron, thank you so much for having me today. Tell me how Park City Bike Demo works. I mean, it's kind of all in the name, but what more?
Correct. Well, we are Utah's premier bicycle sales to rental organization.
Premier.
Premier.
And how?
We stock the nicest bikes to aid in people's decision in order when they want to buy nice bikes.
With me being new to mountain biking, maybe what makes your demos, your rentals different than other shops?
Well, we give you the opportunity to try all the different sizes and brands and all the different things that everyone tells you need to buy, and we let you make the decision for yourself.
Because that's probably one of the most challenging situations getting into mountain biking, almost being overwhelmed by all of the options and knowing how to narrow.
There are a million different options out there, quite literally, and we help narrow it down and get you on a bike that is right for you, a bike that you pick out, that you decide that you like, instead of someone telling you that you need to spend $3,000 on a specific bike that may not be tuned to you. We help you make that decision.
A try before you buy.
A try before you buy.
Tell me about the mountain biking trails and systems here in Park City. Because obviously with this extensive variety of mountain bikes, you have everything.
We have everything, and we have everything as far as trails go, from the most explicit, most crazy downhill runs to the most buff single track to the most beginner-friendly trails you can find.
All around Park City.
All around Park City. Everywhere you look, there's a trail.
Fantastic. And now, can we actually get some trail here at this?
You can bunny hop right into a trail system off of our front porch.
Fantastic. Is that your morning commute every day?
It is. Try.
And tell me about your biking experience. Being an avid biker, I hear here you are, obviously.
I tend to get out there. I like to go fast, take chances.
With me being a bit of a novice into intermediate mountain biking, where would you suggest I go?
Well, first you're going to want to probably head out to the Trailside Bike Park, get a couple good laps and get a good feel for your bike and your surroundings. Then maybe head over to the Round Valley Trail System just to ease into it. And then from there we can get into the Wasatch stuff and get a little more aggressive and a little more views offered and all that kind of stuff.
Do some bubble wrap?
Got some bubble wrap. We got some really nice helmets.
Perfect. We gotta protect it.
Offer a lot of protection.
Fantastic. Ready to roll out?
Ready to roll.
We're We're geared up, ready to go hit the trail. When we return, we're meeting with Erica with Women in the Mountains, only on this episode of Salt Lake City to Park City and back again. Let's ride. We finally made it here at the Basin Recreation Trails, where we're catching up with pro mountain biker Erica Tingey, who's going to teach me everything she knows right here today.
That's right.
Tell me about your career as being a pro athlete.
Okay, so I started racing bikes when my son was a year old. So I'd been an athlete my whole life, but I'd never done anything professionally. And I really didn't even have aspirations of that. And then when my son was a little over a year, I decided to go try a mountain bike race. And I won the sport category by 8 minutes. And I'm like, okay.
8 minutes?
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it was a lot. And I knew something was real. And then in 2013, I finished the national series third overall. So I was really proud of that.
That's excellent. Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a cool trajectory. I started racing at 31, and
So I can start now.
you can start now. You're never too old. Like, that was the crazy part. I never expected in my 20s that I would all of a sudden have a professional career as an athlete in my 30s.
Very inspiring. So where are you at with your career right now?
So I raced professionally for the past 8 years, approximately. This would have been my 8th year. And this spring, I just decided to focus more on my skills company. So last year I was racing and making this skills company, creating this skills company. I have been teaching skills to mountain bikers for a couple of years, but last year I formalized my company into Women in the Mountains. And then this season, I trained all winter and I planned on doing both. And this spring I realized it was just going to be too much. And so I wanted to focus on my skills company. And so this year I've just grown Women in the Mountains as fast as I can, or as big as I can, and it's been really fun.
Women in the Mountains is based here locally in Park City.
Correct.
Has it always been? Have you always been in Park City?
So I moved to Park City a couple of years ago because of these trails. I love these trails. We had been living in Las Vegas, and we decided when I started racing, I was up in Salt Lake and Park City all summer long because the training was so much better. And so we made the move in 2013, and it's the best. It's like I couldn't ask for anything more. It's the best trails. They have all around Park City. We have everything from beginner to the absolute expert, absolute pro, hardest stuff possible. So it's awesome for any level of any ride. They can come in and find trails they're going to love. No matter
Which
what.
sets up a great foundation for your company.
It does.
For me as a newbie, especially.
Exactly. So I have lots of access to easy trails, well-built trails. We have a bike park, Trailside Bike Park, which is awesome for developing skills. And the trails are so well maintained that I can take people almost anywhere, and I can really find what meets their needs. Like, I can meet the rider where they are. So if they're super beginner, I know where to take them. If they have more skills and they want to learn to do drops and jumps, I can take them other places. And yeah, the trails are great for everybody.
How does your clinic work?
So I have a beginner class and an intermediate class, and I also do private sessions. And so the beginner class is where I really love to get women who are just learning how to ride, or they were a road cyclist, and they're just trying to figure out how to mountain bike. And my typical beginner client is someone who has a mountain bike and they've gone out with their friends and they've crashed and now they're scared. Right. And so I love teaching those people how to have confidence on the trail. And so my beginner class is just one day, and we spend the morning working on skills and then the afternoon putting them into place on the trails. And we go really slow the whole day. It's a very non-intimidating culture. I try to make it really mellow and happy and a slow pace so that everyone feels comfortable. They can just learn without any fear or adrenaline.
I just saw one of your clinics get back, and that's got to be really inspiring to you, seeing women be so motivated to hit the trail.
Yeah, it is so exciting. I love watching the light go on in their eyes. I love it. Like, I teach something and then they take it to the trails, and like half the time you hear squealing, like, oh my gosh, I never knew I could do that. And I love it. Yeah. So, and what's fun is I really incorporate a lot of different things into my clinic. So the night before, we meet at Park City Bike Demos, and we go over their bike setup and make sure in Park City Bike Demos, make sure their suspension is set up right. And we kind of go through their bike fit, just just on the surface to make sure everything's good and running. And then we also incorporate into that evening just a little bit of mobility, because cyclists have a tendency to really hunch and their hips get really narrow or like really tight. So we do some opening and kind of give them awareness of, hey, if you're going to ride a lot, you might end up kind of like this, and we want to keep you with great posture.
Right.
So we do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, and then I also integrate a lot of the mental side of riding into my clinic. I talk about making sure we're creating a positive environment and with our words, and like the whole mental side. I spend a lot of time, and I try to kind of play that in throughout the day, so that we're constantly reminding that our brains and our bodies talk to each other all day long.
You are an overall Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
Extremely inspiring,
Thank you.
empowering to others, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to actually go ride.
I know,
So
let's
I think
go
we've
ride.
talked plenty.
Okay.
I need you to teach me what I'm doing.
I can do that. I'm awesome at that.
You're in good hands?
Okay,
Yes.
you're in good hands. All right.
While I put my new skills to the test, you check out Ron and Rand as they hit some big jumps at Trailside Bike Park. Only on Salt Lake City to Park City and back again. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? This is Rand with PCTV. Today we're at one of my favorite places in Park City, Trailside Bike Park. Bike parks are popping up all over, and with Park City being a leading world-class mountain bike destination, it's no surprise we have one of the best in the country. We're going to catch up with Bob Radke, the director and a builder out here at Trailside Bike Park, and we're going to go rip some laps on a couple of these trails.
Hi, I'm Bob Radke, work with the Snyderville Basin Recreation District in Park City, Utah, and I'm the Trails and Open Space Manager. Yeah, we're at Trailside Bike Park. It's a municipal public park located in the Snyderville Basin, just north of Park City, Utah. You know, we developed this to help people develop their skills in mountain biking, and you know, there's something for everybody here, from the beginner mountain biker to the expert level mountain biker that, you know, likes to jump and downhill. We have a progression of trails that starts at really easy, low angle, coasty kind of trails, and we have a skills park to help people, you know, develop, you know, the skill that it takes to do one feature at a time, lapping it and getting better at each lap you do. An intermediate trail with rollers and berms and jumps. We have an expert slope style trail with larger jumps and wooden features and drops, and it's fast, it's flowy. Safety is a big concern to us, and something we thought a lot about when we designed the Trailside Bike Park. On any feature that has mandatory air, we've provided ride-arounds. It's a great place to get the feel of the bicycle and the dirt, and it's a safe place. It's set up so you can do quick laps and learn, do repetition on the trails and learn and get better at each trail, and that's how we develop skills in mountain biking.
Get your Park City mountain bike adventure started off right, and make sure you hit up Trailside Bike Park. This is Rand for PCTV, and I'll see you up there.
I hope you're stoked to hit the trail yourself after watching that last piece. Let's go check with my co-host Carrie to see what she's doing down in Salt Lake City.
Thanks so much, Megan. We're back at the outstanding Hogle Zoo, and I have my treat. This is a perfect place to come and hang out and cool off a little bit. Erica, where are we?
This is our Tidewater Cove building at Rocky Shores. Rocky Shores is one of our newer exhibits. It opened in 2012. It was a record-breaking month for us, the month we opened, and a record-breaking year. It saw the return of polar bears, which we hadn't had for years prior. We also have grizzly bears, seals and sea lions swimming behind me. This pool, you know, these pools, it's 350,000 gallons of water.
Oh my
Both
gosh.
of these pools combined. The seals and sea lions, we can heat the water if it gets too cold. We can chill the water if we need to cool them
Depending
down.
on the season. What I love too is you've kept some of the historical pieces. So like the little lion water fountains that we all
Good old
remember
Leo,
when
the
we were
lion
little.
drinking
Yes.
fountain. He's everybody's must-have photo, right?
Yes.
A lot of people post side-by-sides of them as a kid and then with their
Oh,
kids
that's
or
so
with their
cute.
grandkids.
Yes, and you have the train.
Absolutely. The Zoofari Express is still running. Of course, we brought a carousel in just a handful of years ago as well. So there's great things for people and animals. We have a new play area. We have a splash pad. That's another great way to cool off in the summer.
Sure.
So misters
kids
for
love.
the people, all sorts of great. In fact, they're just starting our seal and sea lion demonstration. That's something they do daily here as well. So you can watch the keepers and how they train and work with these really smart marine mammals.
Well, we thank you so much. It's been such a fun time
Thanks
here
for
at
coming
Utah's
up.
Hogle Zoo. And if people want more information, where can they go?
Go to hoglezoo.org. You'll see a list of our education offerings, our classes, our adults-only events, our zoo brews, all sorts of fun events going on year-round at the zoo.
Perfect. I'm going to finish my treat.
Please do.
Thanks so much, Erica. Well, it looks like I have a lot of exploring left to do. A big thanks to all of our guests here in Salt Lake City and in Park City, and thank you for watching at home. Please tune in to the next episode of Salt Lake City to Park City and back again. Have a great day.